Hey guys, time for another common sense gun review, or rather in this case a continuation of one that we've already done. Today we're looking again at the Walther PK380. The reason I'm doing a follow-up on this one is because after I sat down and watched the video and posted it, I'm thinking, okay, everything's great. I got some commentary back, some feedback that there were some things that I forgot to mention, and people are absolutely right. I did not go all the way on this one. There's a lot to say about this weapon, so I'll start off again. If you have not watched the first video, please go back and watch it before getting into this one, because if you just go off of this video, you're going to get the impression that I have nothing but negative to say about this weapon, because a lot of the things I've got to add on are negative qualities of this pistol. So before we get started, I'd show you that the weapon is empty. We are clear there. Nothing in the magazine, and the only magazine I have present is an empty magazine. Now, I said everything was going to be negative. There is a factoid that I forgot to give. The magazines, when I reviewed in the last video, I mentioned that the magazines were either stainless steel or a very thick aluminum. I should have researched that beforehand, but I've gone and done the research on it, and these German-made high-quality magazines are in fact stainless steel. So these are very nice, high-quality magazines. That is a major positive in favor of the Walther PK380. Now let's get to the things that I forgot to mention in the negative field. This weapon, as I pointed out, it does not have a slide release. That's not the only mechanical difference in this weapon, major mechanical difference from almost any other pistol you're going to pick up. You cannot field strip this weapon without a specialized tool. Now, is it a big deal? No, but I personally don't want to have to carry around this special tool with me just to be able to release the slide. Now, once you have the tool, releasing the slide is no issue. You just pull down those tabs, your slide comes right off. Very simple disassembly of this weapon. And as you can see, this one is in need of a cleaning. Because field stripping it is a pain in the neck. But you know, it's one of those things where I have to have a specialized tool. I don't like that. Most people do not like that. It is an annoying feature of this weapon, and if you don't have that tab up there just perfect, that tool's not coming out. So the weapon is reassembled. As you saw in the video, didn't take hardly any time at all, but if you lose this, you're in trouble. So a specialized tool to field strip this weapon, I do not like that at all. That is a major, I guess I'll call it a short-sighted build on this weapon. I've seen many other Walthers. I've owned a couple other Walthers. Disassembled really like any other pistol. You didn't need no specialized tool. Didn't need a specialized tool. Wow, grammar. So anyway, that is the rundown on that. Now let's talk about performance of this weapon. When I take this pistol to the range, it's a little pricey. You would think it's a smaller caliber, but .380 ammunition is already slightly more expensive than its little bit older brother, the 9mm. It's just a fact. The .380 is going to cost you a little more than 9mm, but adding to taking this weapon to the range, the cost, this weapon does not like cheap ammo. Do not go for the bargain box of ammo, and I definitely recommend you stay away from steel case. I'm not a anti-steel case ammunition guy, as a lot of gun reviewers will be. I happen to think steel case is okay in certain applications, especially just for target shooting. You know, the old days steel case would leave some residue in your weapon. It does shoot dirty regardless of old days or new days. It's a very filthy shooting ammunition, but if you don't mind cleaning your weapon and saving a couple bucks on a box of ammo, steel case is fine for the target range, modern steel case. However, the PK380 does not like it at all. It also doesn't like your inexpensive brass case stuff. I really wouldn't recommend going with Really anything more less than, you know, maybe a 95 grain round, yeah, it'll cost you a little more, but you're going to have to do that to have a weapon that's going to continue to be reliable and that goes bang every time you pull the trigger. You can take this pistol to a gunsmith and they can tweak the weapon a little bit, get it refined so it'll operate a lot smoother. You know, it depends on how much you want to put into a pistol that really is out of the box. It's okay if you just fire good ammo with it. I mean, it's your decision really on how much you want to invest in it. I personally would not. I'll throw a couple bucks extra towards the little bit higher quality ammunition for this pistol rather than take it to a gunsmith and have them do a complete workover on it. So the PK380, reliable pistol, but it's got a lot of things that that make you just kind of maybe you want to steer clear of this one. You know, you can go and watch other review videos, read other reviews on it. You're going to get mixed, good and bad, both on this weapon because it is not the perfect Walther. It is not. It's not even a P99, which had its problems, but it's not a P99. It's definitely not a PPQ. It's not a CCP. These are. It's an inexpensive upgrade of the P22, in my personal opinion. You get a little bit more bang for your buck, pun absolutely intended, with the 380 versus the 22, but if you're just looking for a target plinker, go with the P22. So I have updated you guys on everything on this pistol that would be considered a common sense point of view. If you're fine with the caliber and you're fine with the Walther name and you don't mind all the things that I've pointed out about this weapon, it is a good, reliable weapon. Regardless of some of your reviews that will fire back at it and say that it's unreliable. I've never had a day's problem out of this weapon. It's never malfunctioned, and I've put quite a few rounds through it. That being said, if you're looking for simplicity, if you're looking for affordability, you may want to steer clear of the Walther PK380. Look at some other options in this size and price point. There are a lot out there, and I'll be reviewing some other weapons in the future. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this second follow-up video to the Walther PK380. I will try to do a more thorough review of future weapons so I don't have to do supplementals and have you scouring all over YouTube or just looking through my channel list to find it. Please leave your comments and questions and suggestions below. Thanks, guys.